sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, welcome
hello.
back to Tell Talk, man. Hey, man, it's a lot going on today. I'm going to let the guys take it over, man. It's going crazy, y'all. Y'all
Come
see the
on.
title.
Welcome to another Town Talk Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
You got me, Late Bloom Lou,
Jskip, Skip Jones.
Cody Keys, Anthony Allen.
Yes, sir.
and we got
Wave.
another one.
Come on.
Man, we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Big
lot,
news,
a lot.
big news.
Man, we're going to just get right into it and read the article from
Okay,
Seattle
come
Times, y'all.
Come on.
Yeah, Seahawks reportedly agreed to trade Russel Wilson to the Denver Broncos. As you guys know, we defeated the
Yikers.
Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
Twaxed
sir.
them.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, here's the trade package when we're getting down here.
Man,
Yeah, I mean, it's packy.
it's a
It's a
package.
package.
So we're getting 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick and 3 of the Denver's players. I don't really care for Drew Lock. How do you guys feel about that QB?
He's a good backup QB. You know,
I think he's an excellent backup
he
quarterback.
has good, potential as far as like just being someone who's just consistent, like as far as backing up a starting quarterback. But I think with the one QB that we still have on the roster, being that he's from Lake Stevens, not far from Seattle, but Jacob Eason, I feel like that's gonna turn him up a notch as far as like his growth as a quarterback. But I feel like we're shooting for the stars. Like we're looking for Watson. I'm all looking for Watson.
I'm rooting for Watson for sure.
Man, hopefully,
Day one.
man.
Man, I think that'd just be like a real rejuvenation to the town that we've always needed. Like Russ was a good like transition as far as us like getting into having a black QB and stuff like that, especially with how Seattle is, just having a likable person. But I mean, we've always been good with like trouble players and stuff like that, and especially with Watson's going through right now, like it's obviously not the same situation as Marshawn, but just as someone who's just as disgruntled with the situation and is looked at and perceived as someone who, people know them not to be. Like, I feel like this is a good fresh start for someone like Watson, and for him to be a young black quarterback with some swag to him, man, I think that'd be just perfect for the whole Seattle image, being that we produce the most basketball players right now as far as the NBA. So we just
hopefully, like I hope we could get Watson or something. But right now we got no
Crazy.
QB, and it's gonna be like the worst QB draft in 10 years. And
Oh, for sure.
we got the 9th overall pick though. So what do you think we can do with that? Cody, I gotta hear what you think because you're not even a Seahawks fan. How you feeling about us losing Russ?
Yeah,
We didn't even hear from Cody about the Super Bowl though. How you feeling about that?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling that last play. If you guys seen the alternate fan view, Chase burnt Ramsey
Facts.
completely, had him on his ass. So
Facts.
It was bad news.
Ramsey was getting cooked. He got saved because they won, but man, I was hoping they would have lost, man.
Facts.
Man, I'm not messing with the Rams, dog.
Facts.
Toughy.
Facts.
Well, how you feel about Russ then, Cody?
Shit, less problems for us when we have to play him.
We in the NFC though.
Yeah, yeah.
He just came to the AFC.
I'm saying like when we have to play Seahawks fans, like less problems when we have to play you guys. You guys already.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling when it comes down to it.
Man, all I'm saying is Russ is no longer one of
Seattle's finest.
we had to get him out of here.
longer.
Man. He's no longer.
Getting
dog.
vetoed.
No
Get outta
longer.
here.
But hey, we chose up with Bobby, and we're sticking to it. That's just someone who's been consistent from he got drafted the same year as Russ, and people leave him out of the conversation. But I'm glad that Pete stuck by him and really just rode by him as far as you're someone who's really loyal to the town, in year out, all pro, like certified first ballot Hall of Famer.
And he never
Russ,
be making
Hall
the
of
fans
Famer,
worry either. He
not
never
first
be saying-
ballot.
Yeah.
Bobby never be like,
I mean,
I might leave.
Yeah.
It's constantly showed that defense
Yeah.
wins games.
Yep.
We've had our best seasons with our best defense. So,
Facts.
I mean, it shows. We got to get that defense back in action.
Facts.
Come on.
Facts.
But, I mean, for me, I say with that 9th pick, I wouldn't mind if we drafted Malik Willis. I think he's a solid quarterback.
From Liberty?
Liberty. I watched him a few times.
He's smooth.
He's
smooth.
I've seen Drew Lock play, too. And Drew Lock, he's won some games that people didn't expect him to win.
He was good at Missouri.
So I say I like Drew Lock as someone that could back up and finish out games when our starter is injured. But other than that, I'm going to say we have to go with Malik Willis or go with picking up somebody.
I'd
And,
choose
I mean, it's
Jacob
only
Eason
Deshaun
over
Watson.
Drew Lock if it was
It's
just
going to be tough.
our quarterbacks on roster. I got
Yeah,
Eason
I
over Lock.
definitely want to see Jacob Eason in this preseason. just to see where that progress is went for him.
That's
this
what I'm
season.
saying.
But,
because I mean,
underneath Russell Wilson, getting trained by him, I want to see where he learned that. If he might have some scramble skills or something like that.
Oh, for sure. Well, he's 6'5". He's a big quarterback, and at that, he's from here. So I mean, he's gonna play with that extra grit. Like I feel like if you're not from somewhere, you're just playing for the love of the game. But when you're from somewhere, especially like I don't think that we've ever had a quarterback who's from Seattle play that quarterback position, like a quarterback from the Seattle area play quarterback. We've produced numerous quarterbacks, out of the state, out of the area, but I don't think we've ever had a starting Seahawks quarterback that was from here. We've had running backs from here, we've had wide receivers from here, but someone who's the face of the organization, someone who, the quarterback position is so crucial in the NFL because they just give you that poster boy, image, where you're just the face of the team. Every matchup, versus any team, they're going to post your face first versus the other quarterback, pretty much.
You think Jacob Eason will take us to the Super Bowl?
I feel like
it's a long shot.
I
don't know about that.
I feel like it'd be a couple years if it was really all on him, but I feel like we're shooting for the stars as far as someone we have money. We have money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know Pete is not, basically just, blind to the idea of we can actually, afford someone who's elite. And like I was saying in the car, there's a strong possibility that Tom Brady's not even retired.
Yeah, we can always get a Tom Brady
and
return.
It could always be Tom Brady who's playing the puppeteer
Tom
behind
Brady
the thing.
slide to the Hawks.
Hey,
forget to San Fran. Come to the Hawks. Tom Brady.
Hey,
I pray for Tom Brady. Hey, I'm with that. Trade the 9th pick for Tom Brady. He retired. Trade him out of retirement. I don't even know, though.
He said trade him for retirement. Nah, what I'm saying is we have money, and all it takes is Tom to be behind the scenes orchestrating of who to pick up. He could be telling Pete the whole time who to pick up, and then he'll sign on. And then, if he signs on, Gronk is coming.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that's automatic. And, I mean, if he can get the deal done, say we pick up Kamara and we pick up some, crucial pieces, I'm pretty sure that, elite quarterbacks are basically going to be knocking on our door. This is their time.
But that's my thing. That's my question. My real question is, would you rather have the new quarterback or an older quarterback?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I want some experience because right now we're looking at 10 years of being irrelevant unless we can find a quarterback. Because now, forget having a good roster. 10?
I say
Cuddy, it's hard to find.
Yeah,
it's hard.
But imagine all the quarterbacks that are going to be available in the next few years.
Facts.
I don't want them.
I think we should trade our 9th round pick for next year's first round pick.
Who else would you want in the draft
this year?
I mean, don't say anybody that's a lockdown. Don't say anybody that's a lockdown franchise because obviously they're gonna stay with that franchise. Like Joe Burrow's not going nowhere.
I'm saying 3 years, there's gonna be a new generation of quarterbacks that come out.
But that's what I'm saying. Are you gonna go with the old or the new? You gonna wait for Matt Ryan? You want Matt Ryan in 3 years?
Matt Ryan isn't good now.
That's what I'm saying. So it's are we gonna wait for the old or the new? What would you want right now?
I'm saying right now, if we can't get Watson, which that should be a for sure, because nobody else wants him. And on top of that, we have the money to get him. We have the money to afford him.
There's few teams that want him
don't.
badly. Yes,
but what's up with his legal stuff? Is he gonna even be able to play?
Still want him, and I mean, they got Jalen Hurts.
That's what I'm saying. They have to. They don't have the money.
Jalen Hurts,
but they don't have the money. That's what it comes down to. People could want him, but they don't have the money. I think his salary is pretty equivalent to Russ's.
It's big. Yeah,
it's and I think he's actually a little bit more than Russ.
So what do you guys think about the players that we got besides Drew Lock? So Shelby Harris and
those are solid.
Who was the other player we got?
Noah
Fant. Tight end. Is he good?
He's solid.
He is solid.
He's actually solid.
He gets injured a lot though. But I mean, that's the tight end position itself. But he has great potential. He has stupid hands. He got over 60 catches 2 years in a row.
Facts.
He's still young.
And that's saying a lot on the Broncos.
Come on, need that.
Yeah, I know.
Because the Broncos have been struggling with their quarterbacks. They really haven't had a solidified quarterback for these past 2 years. They had Joe Flacco, and then they had Teddy.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning ain't played in years. That's what I'm saying.
Since Peyton Manning.
Yeah, since Peyton Manning. Yeah, facts. But
I mean, they're cool. They got their little wide receiver core.
They are cool, but we have an elite wide receiver core, and that's why I was this year for Russ doing what he did, that was pretty much the final straw. Everybody could kind of see it because he lied. You just can't put yourself before the team just because you want to be out on the field.
In the last 2 weeks, he's been lying, going on the Ellen show, went on the late night show.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's more Hollywood. He's more focused about having kids with Sierra than getting the chip.
Facts.
He done. One ring was enough for us, but we still hungry, Russ.
I think it was pretty much solidified when he named his son Win. When you do that, that's pretty much all you have to your name. Is that you were just satisfied with just being the winning quarterback, but not the winning quarterback.
Right.
You wanted to win the regular season games, but you didn't want to, the nitty gritty. Come down to it, you lost to Jared Goff, who got traded the next year. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Shoot. When we can get an update, could we get a little update on Watson's case? Is there any new articles?
There's some new. The latest I'm hearing
from February 20, February something like that.
So right now he's not facing criminal charges. He's still just facing civil. But right now they want him to testify and get questioned by his accusers. But they just requested more time. His lawyer camp requested more time in order to have a chance to know their responses for the 20 plus accusers. So. It's going to take a minute. But
they pushed it back to April.
It's an uphill battle, They pushed it back to April something for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. But I did see that Lovie Smith said that, obviously the organization and him agreed to part ways and everything. But the Dolphins are out of it. And they were the only ones that were really valid, they have the money to do it, but they're already invested into it now. Mm-hmm. And the Saints were someone who was on the borderline, but they already committed to freaking what's the name? They re-signed Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
And
wild.
Hey.
Good luck.
Who that nation? That's not me.
It's not That's not me. Especially if they lose Alvin Kamara, it's over.
He needs to
That's what I'm saying. Kamara's sliding.
And then what Michael Thomas said he was going to come back.
Yeah, he said he was going to come back. Yeah. So, he's a Saint probably for his whole career.
I feel like Russ should have went there. They have a whole roster, a whole stacked roster.
But they ain't got Sean Payton no more. So, who you playing for?
Yeah.
You're right.
That's tough.
But
they probably developed the culture there and all that. But overall, do you guys think this was a win for us or a L for us?
It's undecided. Only time can tell. I think the draft picks will be able to determine that. Whatever we get out of that, to be honest, if we select Malik Willis in the 9th pick and he ends up being buns cheeks, I
don't think we'll spend it on a first round quarterback. That's what I'm saying. If it really comes down to it, we'll get that one lineman that was crazy.
I hope we get Kavion. I don't know how he dropped so damn low.
Who?
Kavion from Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon.
Oh,
hey, look. He was projected as number 1.
Check out the screen, y'all. Cause he just tapped in. Look.
My boy, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out Franco
Come on,
Media.
Shout out Banco Media, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, be sure to schedule your photo shoots, video shoots. Tap in with bro. Bro's going crazy on the reels right now, so
crazy.
definitely tap in. Bro's really killing it on the reels.
And we need that music video you sneak peek. Yeah, you gotta drop that.
Come on.
Visuals are going crazy.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
Man. Well, honestly, I gotta say, if we get some no offense highlights,
you guys see that
solid.
on the screen? He just subscribed. We got the little Jimmy thing right here.
Oh, hey.
Come on.
Jimmy alert.
Whenever we get subscriber, you also subscribe if you watching, man.
Come on.
That's usually what I do. When I see we get new players, I gotta look up their highlights from last year.
Got to.
Oh, facts.
I gotta
know what we're working with. For sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
Come on, it's always a stressful season. No matter even if it's a winning season, losing season, it's stressful. Hey, roller coaster ride every game.
I'm gonna have to say, y'all, I think we're gonna be looking at 3 years of irrelevance, and I'm gonna have to say it was a L because this is a weak quarterback draft class, and we're not gonna know if we're gonna have a good quarterback. And Drew Lock and Jacob Eason is not a starting quarterback for sure.
Oh, for sure, right now. But all I'm saying is we got money, and I'm gonna leave it at that. We got money, and
but
just think of that.
Nobody to pay. That's
what do you
mean?
Thing.
That's why I asked you earlier. What quarterback do you want to pay right now?
Other than Watson?
Yes.
Other than Watson,
I
wouldn't mind.
That disgruntled, wants to leave their organization. Needs to go.
To be honest, I would even take Cam Newton for the low ski. Just so
we'll sign him easily up for 1 year. If you talking about money,
I'm not saying as a back. I'm saying because that's someone who can make the over the middle passes and could also go downfield with Tyler.
Yeah, he get that DK for sure.
That's all I'm saying. And he's not scared to run. Scared to run it in when it's 4th and 1 on the goal line. You are running it in. You are not kicking a field goal. We are not banking on a Seattle freaking miracle of a made field goal at the 1 yard line, because chances are it's going to be missed. Like, we know our luck. Like, we do not need to keep pressure and luck on the kicker. I need a tall quarterback now. We've had the small Russ, miracle throws, escapes, and all that, the Magic Man, but he's done with all that.
How did he do that?
He can't even run anymore. So it's like we if we were to get a short quarterback, it would have to be Kyler. And we could afford Kyler, but he's pretty much banked
locked
on
in for now.
Yeah, for the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
But let's give a second to just thank Russ. We're gonna thank him for what he did in the town.
Shout out Russ.
For sure.
Shout out Russ.
Tip my hat.
We tip our hat for y'all. We bless you on your travels to the team that we destroyed in the Super Bowl.
Hey, good luck, man. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck, Russ.
Battling Pat Mahomes twice a year.
Hey, all I'm saying is you didn't do enough for us. You didn't do enough for us. So I hope Denver knows that what they're getting is a half package.
Okay, so if Russ, do you think that if he does not win a ring in Denver, then his career is a failure? Since
No, because he's already left his peak as a player. Like, he's out of his prime. He's not in his prime no more.
He did it very young. He's a shot out the cannon with talent, but
yeah, I mean, you got to think of
the league
like
catches up with you.
He played Major League Baseball first out of college. Like, he was already old when we got him. So I mean, it's no disrespect.
Hey, your boy says don't clap for that, man. He's not going for it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's a wishy-washy situation, but
it's hard, bro. He left the town hanging. Bro. He was just saying last week, I'm not leaving.
All I'm gonna say is this: I am so glad it's not Bobby. I'm so glad it's not Bobby, because we would be in much. I'd be heartbroken if it was actually Bobby who got traded in it. If it was Russ. With Russ, I feel like this needed to happen.
Is your all-time tackle leader?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's about to be the NFL all-time tackle.
We got JD though. We got Jordan Brooks coming as a young guy too.
That's what I'm saying. Our D is nice. That's why I know that
when he comes in healthy, starter for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's over.
Like, you think like
Adams.
You have to think like Pete is doing this for a reason. Like, he knows that Bobby is still somewhat in his prime. Like, he's still leading the league and shit. Like, he's still at the top,
tackles
at the top
every
of the
year.
top. And then now you have JB, who's just like already he's
him.
already reaching his potential. Like, he's already.
JB just broke the Seahawks all-time season record, 200 tackles.
Yeah.
He had more than
Bobby. All in one season.
Bobby missed game 17, so JB played game 17.
Facts.
Broke Bobby's record.
Facts. So you have to think of it in that perspective, as all these, like, he's keeping the whole group together for a reason. Like, even though we were sad to see KJ go, like, it technically was time. Like Pete has been on the money. Like, I can't even lie. Pete's been on the money.
To replace KJ
everybody
for Jay Brooks is beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfect
like, everybody can complain about, like, who needs to go. Pete needs to go. Russ need to go. But Pete has been on the money with who is here and who's not. Like, doing this move, I feel like now Pete really got respect. Like, damn, you're willing to cut ties with Russ? Like,
Pete is just...
This is that man now. He's really back on it.
Solidified? No hot seat?
I think Pete is, but Pete, he gonna get like 2 more years.
Definitely solidified. But I feel like he got 5 more years.
Hey, do you guys remember for Sean Desai? I think for us to get Sean Desai, we had to like tell him, hey, you're gonna be that coach like 2-3 years. That was the agreement to get him on our team too. So
probably like 5.
I give him 5.
I give him 5. I give Pete a couple more Super Bowl runs.
For sure.
Need it.
We just need that elite quarter. Like, that's literally what we were missing. Like, we seen how far we were out of the playoffs. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Russ ruined it for us by, coming back early and lying and, keeping Geno out the game when he came back Green Bay. Like, Green Bay was terrible that game. We easily could have won that game.
Should have won that
Easily
game.
Could have won that game. Easily could have won that game. We just needed to make passes over the middle. Passes that just were complete, and bro was hitting the dirt. Like, like, it was crazy. So, I mean, it just sucks that he had to go out like that, and he had to do that with his own pride, like, being stubborn and stuff like that. But best of luck to him in Denver. Like, Denver, you're getting the image coming to you, hopefully it's good for your brand, because we couldn't sell your stuff at New Wave. I'll tell you that. Like, not even on the dollar racks.
Russ. Yeah, last year DK Metcalf outsold Russell Wilson in jersey sales. So
man, like I said,
DK
we got a whole new swag to the team.
The
Bobby probably outsold Russ. Like, we got a whole new swag to the team. We're riding for the people who ride for us. You know, it doesn't really matter if you say "Go Hawks" every time that you lead the interview. It matters of how you treat the city and you're honest and, you know, you're straight up front, like transparent. Like,
all right, man. Other news, man. Russ, you know, we'll see you when we see you, man. Hey, man.
Now that game coming back is gonna be a good one.
In other words,
man. For sure.
Oh yeah. When he comes back, it's gonna be a crazy game to watch.
Cause he's about to get smacked. We're definitely about to have Maul blitz him every play.
Oh man,
he's getting lit up. He's gonna get lit up.
Tough.
I hope Bobby comes for his head too. Bobby hits him like he never hit nobody else. Like, I hope everybody comes for him.
All right, y'all. Hey, in other words, we're going to get to our little announcement since we started off with the hot rush breaking news. Come on, Russel Wilson.
Come on.
Out of Seattle, y'all.
Come on.
Stroll back in the stream if y'all didn't see that.
Come on.
But, hey, thank y'all for 60 subscribers, y'all. We going up, y'all. We appreciate that.
Thank you for the
Keep
love.
it going. Keep it going.
So, you know, we got 60 now. Thank y'all. Appreciate that.
Oh, snaps. I'm sorry. I forgot my hot take for that story.
What's your hot take? Go ahead. We going.
Seattle Seahawks signed Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh, shit.
No, that's
I'm with the Colin Kaepernick.
That'd be the longest toss-up.
I'm with the Colin Kaepernick or Tom Brady.
If anybody has any common sense, it would be Seattle Seahawks, but I don't see it happening at all.
I'm not gonna lie, Seattle would be the team though.
That'd be a beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie, if we did get Cap,
no Cap,
we would be to the bowl. We would be to the bowl. Hey, for the culture, and we'd have everybody rooting for us.
Oh man,
we'd have the world rooting for us. Equality.
We have the world rooting for us. We need Kaepernick. Kaepernick, come to the Hawks.
Seattle Seahawks, man.
Just so bro can kneel on the Super Bowl.
Hey, Russ would be hot to get replaced by Kaepernick after all these years.
And then we do better than with Russ. That'd be crazy.
Oh man, that'd be wild. Oh man.
Hey, in other sports news, Calvin Ridley, who was like, I guess last season while he wasn't playing, he was recovering from an injury or something. He was apparently betting on NFL games as an NFL player, so he's suspended for this entire upcoming season.
PMF?
So how do you guys feel about Calvin Ridley from the Atlanta Hawks?
Idiot.
He's part of the Parlay Mafia gang.
Idiot.
That's tough. That's tough.
You can't really like kind of like, I don't know, you can't like validate like doing that for like a good reason. Like you can't say like, oh, you know, I was injured, I was down on my luck, like
it was gonna make me a whole bunch of money.
Like,
no,
bro, you can't even bet on your own job, like on a normal person's job. Like
oh my
bro is
goodness.
wild for that. Like it's not even legal in every state. So what makes you think that you were gonna get away with it while being an NFL player betting on other NFL players?
And the sickest thing of all was that he bet that the Falcons would win.
No,
bet that the Falcons were gonna win.
I think the sickest thing is, did you see his name? His profile name?
No.
It was like Ralvin Kidley.
So he tried to make like a burner account.
Bro made a fake name and did not try to hide it.
No one's ever been named Ralvin.
And on top of that, bro went to the one state it was legal. And there was only one app that they used.
They found him on the betting books fast.
They found him on DraftKings.
DraftKings.
And
wow.
bro went to Florida to do it.
No. The funniest part was he was trying to say, y'all, I only bet $1,500 and they spent me for a whole year. And then Adam Schefter comes out, yeah, he bet on about 8 games 9 times. And it was like, they got me.
They got me.
They got me.
Man, my man's betted $1,500 for a $10 million contract. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
He bet $1,500 and probably won like 3,000.
I'm telling you, he did not win. If he bet for the Falcons, he did not win.
He probably lost money. Hey, did you see that they were like, he definitely was betting on himself, and it was like him jumping behind the first. I was like, yeah, he did. I'm gonna be under 100 yards this game.
I know it, coach.
I can do that.
You got 99.
I can do that.
I'm good, coach. I'm out.
Yeah, bro is wild for that. And what's crazy is I don't know why I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what is a reason he could validate that for. Like, that's just being greedy because
they pay these guys so much so that they would never even have the idea to want to bet or
exactly.
That's crazy. Even being injured and not
how are
playing.
You not smart and just like
have someone else do it for you?
Hand that cash to someone and have that just deposit that in their account and then use that in their account. Like, people, blow my mind of just how they feel like they can just get away with things. Like, we're not in the 21st century and that everything isn't tracked digitally and everything isn't, like, monitored. Like,
he must have had it too good. He must have had it too easy.
You just think you're untouchable. Now you're really at home like AB.
Chilling.
Hey, another Seattle sports news. How about the Hoopers going crazy in the NCAA? Talk about that, y'all.
Talk about it.
Which Hoopers?
Talking. The
name them out.
Name them out.
Hold on. We gotta give a quick shout out to bro because he just won MVP of his conference tournament. Shout out Cuddy.
Alaska.
Shabazz.
Come on,
Shabazzers.
GNAC MVP. They're going to the big tournament.
Man.
Yes, sir.
And this is just someone that we all grew up with, and man, it's a blessing to see because obviously him being undersized and stuff, people always doubting him and everything, but that's just someone who's just relentless in their grind and just what they want to flourish to be and everything. And him and we can throw in his little brother, Khalil Shabazz,
come on.
San Francisco.
University of
played the Zags last night. Almost came with the upset.
Ooh, yeah, it was close.
It was a close one, for
but
sure.
Khalil dropping almost the 30 ball was ridiculous. And, his stats to go along with it were just, remarkable. So, both brothers, man, killing the game.
They're on their way. They're on their way.
Killing the game. And then, of course, is who else is UW dancing this year?
Oh, man. We got tomorrow's the tourney, Pac-12 tourney, so we're going to see.
Yeah.
UW plays Utah. They play Utah. What's his name? Something Davis. He's from Federal Way, too. He plays for Utah. So that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
But, we got John.
Come on.
We got T. Brown.
Man, PJ Fuller.
Yep.
We got squad on that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wazoo plays Cal.
Yep.
So that's going to be big.
Little Cuddy
Noah.
Shout out Noah. Cuddy,
he put up 20 plus last game, I believe.
Yeah, and they beat Oregon. Last game.
Yeah.
Beat the Ducks.
So I mean, I'm loving this Pac-12 right now. To be honest, this is my 12 right here.
Facts.
But I'm definitely, man, I love to see Wazoo and UW at the championship.
At the championship.
Yeah, that's.
I want to see someone dance this year from the town. I want to see some town dancing. Like obviously, my Zags are gonna be dancing, of course, and San Fran is gonna be dancing this year. So Khalil's gonna be dancing.
If everybody out there that don't know what dancing is, going to the big dance,
going
the
to
March
the
Madness.
Madness.
Just for the viewers that don't know, keep going, Skip.
But obviously, Zag has got some hometown players. Nolan Hickman from the town, got Anton Watson from Spokane, got other Spokane players and stuff, and of course local players from Oregon, Ben Gregg and stuff like that. But Paolo, everybody,
big dancer,
number 1 draft pick,
big dancer,
everybody's kind of gonna have all eyes on him. But this is gonna be a real revolutionary year for the town in general because I feel like it's been not talked about enough, but since they've stripped the NBA from Seattle has taken over the NBA, and
it's definitely
this has just been literally just generations of growing up without that Sonics team and just knowing that we still have hoop live here. Like hoop is that we are the hoop city, and just proving that
the hoop city.
We are proving that to the NBA, and that's what I'm saying. Like they have no choice but to bring a team back to Seattle because it's about to be that's what I'm saying with this next draft. They're gonna have to print out the ratio of who's all from where, because definitely the most majority. And think of it, like you're talking about now the NBA is global. Like you have players who are international who are killing it. Like out of the whole world, most players from somewhere are from Seattle. They're from Washington.
Yeah. Oh.
That's crazy.
LSU. Who's bro from LSU?
Oh, can't forget about Tari Eason.
Tari Eason,
Come on.
Man. We got, that's what I'm saying. We got people everywhere.
That's definitely someone who's getting drafted. Everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like this is about to be a loaded draft with a loaded draft with Seattle players. So I mean, you just think of all the players that are there current in the NBA right now, who's going to be there next year? Paolo, Tari Eason. I'm hoping T. Brown gets picked
for sure gonna get picked up.
But what's the name? Bro, Marjan. Because, you know, he's killing it.
Ignite.
And, I mean, that's already four people from the town. Like, that's already four people
big for us.
from the town. Like,
yeah, we don't forget that.
From the neighborhood. So, I mean.
Bottom line, town sports going up in all aspects, man.
All aspects. But
yes,
definitely
indeed.
bring the NBA back to Seattle because Seattle runs the NBA right now. Seattle is running the NBA.
Our players are putting the NBA's
Facts.
Are paying the NBA's pockets. Like,
Facts.
come on now.
Facts.
Yeah,
they know where the truth is.
Shoot, let's switch it over to some entertainment. You guys tapped in with the new Batman. I guess you said Gotham is based in Seattle. Skip, talk a little bit about that, and then if you guys seen it, talk about.
Well, I seen the new Batman. I
still gotta see it.
Yeah, I still gotta see it, but I mean DC fell off for me, so
yeah. But everybody kind of knows that historically, like they got the Gotham vibe from Seattle. Because think of it, like where else in the world, where else are there billionaires who want to do good and feel like they're entitled to do good, but don't really do good?
Philanthropists,
you know. But I'm saying like. People who act like superheroes, but they're still hella poor here. They're still drug addicts. Like, Gotham City is like a city of like billionaires and stuff, like Seattle and Microsoft and Amazon and stuff like that. City of billionaires with crazy homeless Seattle, where you have, you know, crazy crime. Now downtown is blowing up in crime all over the news and stuff like that. But also that vibe of being that gothic, you know, type city. And then, you know, just basically with this newest movie, having the Nirvana songs play all throughout. And they've always had that kind of feel, like playing Nirvana songs, playing grunge songs. That is all Seattle sound. Like, you're really just basing it off of Seattle. Like, in general, it's kind of foul that they didn't shoot scenes here. But, because you can't really duplicate this gray sky and this whole, like, grunge vibe anywhere else in the world. I don't feel like, you know, where it's kind of like
the Pacific Northwest.
It's like a depressing feel, but also like has like that, like, I don't know, like
it's
refreshing.
It's definitely very specific. That's like what's that movie? It got like 4 of them. The guy whose Batman is in it. Is it? You know,
Twilight, yeah, because that
always brings out that same little.
That's what I'm saying,
like
and that's a book that's a book that's based in Forks, Washington.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and they also shot the movie scenes in Forks, Washington as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was all.
That's what I'm saying. It was all in Forks, Washington.
So it all made sense with the look and the depressing feeling of like vampires.
Exactly.
No sun's out, but we just be outside.
Exactly.
During the day.
And that's why I'm saying, like, they've always kind of historically based Gotham City off of Seattle, just off of our vibe and everything, and the people who are here, because you got the people who are just have crazy money and they put up that image like they're doing hella good, like, oh, I donate to all this charity and stuff like that. But they see broke people every day. They see people who are down on their luck every day and they don't lend a hand because the cameras aren't in front of them.
Yeah.
Why would they? Like, it's not being shown, broadcasted to the world. Why would they?
It's crazy. Like, even though, I mean, like when we realize like how much like cinema in Washington is not like hella big, but now it is. Like the new Kimmy movie with
facts.
What was it? Kravitz?
Yeah, Kravitz.
Yep.
Zoe.
She did the
Lenny
Kimmy
Kravitz.
movie. That one's in Seattle.
Zoe.
That just came out.
Catwoman. She
Zoe
did kill it though. I will say that. Just to cap it off.
She did a good job.
I'm saying that she did a better job at being Catwoman than Bro did at being Batman.
You think she's gonna get her own movie?
They should have made that a Catwoman movie rather than having a new Batman,
Gotcha.
because he just seemed like a weirdo all movie. And that's what I'm gonna say. Like, DC kind of rubs people the wrong way because, in my eyes, I mean, you guys can, you know, talk about it, but that last Joker movie, that wasn't even like cool. Like, that was just talking about people with issues, like actual like mental issues, and there was not really a story for him. It was just like people with mental issues like deserve to be angry and deserve to be villains. Like, no, like they
DC does.
If you want to tell
job.
like a story of a Joker, like talk about someone who like actually like how the dude was. They made the last Joker like a stand-up comedian that just sucked. Like, the Joker was always supposed to be a comedian that just took jokes too far. Like, he had people laughing, and then he'd say something inappropriate, and they'd just be like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Or he'd make them laugh more with laughing gas. I can't stop laughing.
Exactly. Instead of doing that whole little stutter thing and having people, like, laugh at him, like, and stuff like that. And
I heard they introduced the Riddler in a different way, too.
Yeah, he was.
I know the Riddler, like,
they gave him like a Bane mask, and he talked like Bane.
Okay.
And it was so weird. He had issues too. Like,
Riddler was one of my favorite villains too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Jim Carrey was the perfect Riddler.
Best Riddler.
He was the perfect Riddler. Down. I don't know why they didn't want to bring him. Like, that's what I'm saying. They brought Penguin in it, and he was not a factor. It was like you didn't even need to bring Penguin in the movie. Like, he didn't even have a motive. He didn't even have a motive. You could have easily, if you wanted to bring back a Penguin though, they could have easily got Danny DeVito. That would have been solid. That would have been crazy because he already is someone who looks like the Penguin, acts like the Penguin. He does nasty shit on Always Sunny in Philadelphia where he's eating his toenails or like, you know, he's just doing crazy, wacky stuff. So like, this is like someone who the Penguin is. Instead, they had bro put on a fat suit and like, come on, like we're past that. We're past that day and age in cinema. In my eyes, I feel like we're past that unless you're doing like a biopic. You know, on someone.
Right.
But DC if it's a superhero movie, no one should be putting on a fat suit. You could just get someone fat. Like, there's actors for that. Like, you feel me? So, I don't know. DC.
Overall, did the Batman let you down or not?
Yeah, because they normalize, like that was more of like trying to make it seem cool for spoiled rich kids to, you know, act how they act. Like, you know,
it's more political now. Yeah, it's so much agendas in the DC needs to stop and sit back. Like Marvel is not really about the politics agendas that much. It's more about just making like a mythical superhero movie.
Bringing your imagination to the picture.
They really bring their
but also bring that. You can bring like I feel like DC tries to do too much to try to relate to the reality and stuff. Like, don't think too hard on it. Like Doctor Strange. Like, he was a doctor. That's all he had to do. He was a doctor that could, you know, use his hands and everything, and then had an accident, and you just feel that. Like, with him having the accident, you didn't really go into depth about his whole character and everything and how he interacted with people too much, other than that he was, you know, kind of stuck up because he was, you know, always right and everything. But, I mean, when you focus on Batman, you could focus on, you know, a rich kid who, you know, their parents got killed and everything. You could just leave it at that. And as far as him trying to like protect himself for the world, like someone who's just like, you know, trying to survive without their parents, rather than I'm out to get everybody because my parents are dead and I feel the worst in the world. Like, no one feels my pain. Like,
super cliche.
Like literally, cliche. Like, yeah, I don't want to spoil the movie, but it finally takes for him to like for people to actually explain to him their life is worse than his, and he's like, oh, I didn't know. Like, he's always like, oh, I didn't know. Like, of course you didn't know because you think that you're just entitled. But I don't know. It was just like super privileged. It was just a super privileged movie, and it was like, we could have avoided that.
Well, hopefully, man, the next time they try to remake Batman, they'll do a better job, but they probably will still fail. Yeah. The Dark Knight trilogy will still reign supreme.
Yeah. It reigns supreme because Christian Bale, like, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't
Heath Ledger.
depth about it. Like,
Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, the Bane actor.
Yeah, Christian Bale was snobby, but he was also just petty because obviously with Harvey Dent and, like, you know, him taking his girl and stuff like that, and, you know, oh, I want to throw Harvey a party and stuff like that. Like, that was like, that's like petty Batman stuff where it's like, all right, yeah, that's Batman. That's someone who's just petty, you know?
Yeah.
Someone who acts like they, you know, they got the juice, but, you know, they're just doing petty stuff.
I'm going to throw a whole party just for my ex-girlfriend to bring her new boyfriend to my party.
Like, that was super petty. But that was spot on. Like, in this new Batman, he was, like, pulling up Dolo to functions, like, bro, of course you're Batman. You're just your face is already as wide open. Everybody knows it's you. Like, and everybody acts like in the movie they don't know it's him. Like, they have no clue who pulled out with this $10 million Batman mobile that got flames spitting out. Like, there's only one kid that can afford this.
Yeah,
there's only one.
It's pretty wild because, like, DC could have really took over the game. DC could have took over the game if they did Justice League correctly. If they did Justice League right. Yeah. With all those characters, they could have made a fat series with Justice League.
And that's where my hot take comes in. You guys can't tell me that this wouldn't be a filthy movie. They do a live action Teen Titans with like Euphoria problems.
That'd be cool.
I still haven't got to check out Euphoria yet. I haven't watched Euphoria myself yet.
The last episode of Euphoria, that shit's some freaky fact.
How do you guys feel about Euphoria? Tell me a little bit about that show.
Oh, it's a solid show.
Crazy shit.
It is lit.
I mean, the fact that they're able to transition high school drama, and it's able to adapt and get everybody excited, even adults. I think that's solid. It doesn't feel like you're watching a high school drama. It doesn't feel like you're watching Degrassi, but
yeah,
you know. So I like it. I mess with it. It's real situations, real life. I love the shots more than anything. It's the aesthetics of the show. I feel like the shots are hella filthy.
They are.
The way they set up the coloring and just all that stuff. Sometimes, I mean, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even going to get the spoilers, but yeah. I'm going to keep it at that.
But. All right, I'm going to tap in.
Yeah, I need you to tap in so we could go ahead and get on that further. We'll talk about it another time.
All right, for the last of the show, we're going to get into these little crazy, maybe funny, just little weird news stories just around. So I want to hear what you guys all think about this. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot gets sued for saying she has the biggest D word in the city, and she is a female. Yet, well, she does identify as LGBTQ, but she's getting sued for that. What do you guys think about that? For a city's mayor to be talking like this and announcing that to the city.
Who's she getting sued by? She getting sued by.
She might be getting sued by someone who it offended them, or it might be like.
I'm saying
a neighborhood or a
did
community.
she say this in an interview or did she say this direct to somebody or
like, speech?
Louisiana politicians openly says he smokes weed, so why isn't he being sued? You know?
Oh, I got it right here. A former attorney for the city of Chicago is suing Mayor Lori Lightfoot for defamation after she allegedly berated a group of. Let me see, a group of what? I gotta click on the link.
Gotcha. That's a little bit different.
I still think it's freedom of speech.
Oh yeah, that's definitely freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech for sure.
You can't
that's what I'm saying. If you couldn't sue Trump when he was talking about grab her by the.
Oh wait. Here's the full quote from what she said. She said, "My D is bigger than yours and the Italians. I had the biggest D in Chicago."
She said yours and the Italians. Where does the Italians come from?
The Italians come from.
She's attacking. I don't know.
I feel like that was kind of racist for her just saying Italians before black people and natives.
She went straight forward, man. She
all right, well, next. Hey, I don't know about that.
I got the big sausage pizza. Nobody else. I am the. This is wild.
Yo, that is funny.
She hitting the Italians with that one.
Yeah,
man.
But like I said, Chicago talk, they could be referring to guns, man. They could be referring to the extendo clips, man. She could be referring to something totally different, not even sexual.
Yep.
It's a Chicago thing.
Thug.
Yeah. But all right, next story is kind of similar. So we going all the way to Ukraine, man.
Ooh.
Man, so war going on over there, y'all. But apparently, women and children under 18 can leave the border. They can cross away to flee. But Ukraine is apparently forcing transgender women, so men that identify as a woman, to fight in the war. So basically, if their passport identifies them as a male, they cannot flee the country. They have to stay and fight. So how do you guys feel about this?
Wait, what about women that identify as a man?
So Ukraine, they're forcing transgender women to fight in the war. So basically, men who identify as women, they have to still stay and fight as a man.
Gotcha.
So how do you guys feel about that?
They said you're not getting around no loopholes.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
It kind of shows how comfortable our country is, because say we were in a war, we'd have to revert back to this way too. That what would be most important is we need bodies to fight for our country than how people are feeling and how they identify. But that's my little idea about it.
I feel like it's a touchy topic, and a lot of too many feminists aren't gonna really speak on it because the women and children are safe. And if you really wanted equal rights and you were gonna speak up on it, then that means that the women would have to leave the children behind, and they would also have to join the war because you're defending your country.
Right.
Yeah. But
it's a tough conversation.
Prayers up to him, man, and best of luck to him because that's definitely something that
I could care less because seen the video of them stopping black people.
They were stopping African and Indian kids from leaving the border. That's so foul.
They should all go to war. Fuck it.
That's tough.
And think about in 2015 the Syrian refugees that tried to go to Europe. They all got declined too. And now that there's these blue-eyed blonde refugees, they're getting every single country in Europe is like, oh, we'll help you, come to us. But for Syrians, the brown-skinned people with dark hair,
they said they're putting pets on the buses and trains and shit. For what?
Like, come on, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Come on,
yeah. That's just the sick,
crazy
the sick
over there,
things
man.
of war, and then having to force people to fight a war that they don't even want to fight in. So.
Yeah, war definitely brings out the truest in every nation because you see their true colors and their true intentions and stuff like that. Like, you know, we can pray for Ukraine, but that's honestly you can't turn a blind eye to racism. I'm not, one of those people that would just, be that type to, say, oh yeah, in one hand, yeah, it's good, and the other hand, nah. That's completely
Black lives
unacceptable.
matter, but it's still all lives matter.
Yeah, exactly. I am not the one for real. So like, prayers up for that nation as a whole because the black people are still there, but I'm hoping that they get home safely or they find refuge somewhere safely ASAP, for sure. And we just all agree.
Yeah.
We come to agreeance soon that either we just need to be in, one nation or our homeland, for real. Because we see how the world treats us,
All right, we're going to flip it over to the mainstream rap game.
Run it up.
It's NBA YoungBoy, the number one YouTube streaming artist, a rapper from Baton Rouge, down south. His mother, so she's a grandma right now. She is glad that she has 12 grandchildren, all under the age of 5 years old, from her one son. So how do you guys think about that? Like how he would be able to have multiple kids in a year for 5 years straight, to have 12 kids, all under the age of 5, and apparently the grandma is happy.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's, in my opinion, it's like two ways of looking at it. She knows that the kids are well off and good money wise, because he's good money wise. So it's like, I guess. But at the same time, the age that he's at, you can't support that.
Exactly. 12 kids, he could, you can lose your career whenever, It's tough. You got to make sure he's getting these kids with accounts and getting the college funds ready because, man, 12 kids.
And on top of that, you can't raise all of them. You're growing yourself as a kid. You know, you're still growing up. So, I mean.
How old is he? Like, what, 24 or something? I don't know.
Ooh, I wouldn't even say.
I looked that up. I want to say 22. No, he's 22.
22?
Yeah.
He's past 21?
I think just
22 years old. He's a 99 kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from 99. He's 22 years old with 12 kids. That might 22? Be a record.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to make you don't want that to be 24. Like that's when you get 24 kids. That's
yeah. He ain't.
I don't know what to even do at 24.
If Cuddy's on house arrest, he's not gonna stop having kids, man. Why not?
Hey,
he got a full NBA team roster.
That's what I'm saying. And
feel me?
I've seen I've seen videos of his baby mamas like still working their regular jobs. So I'm like,
hey, one of his baby mamas is going out with DeJounte Murray.
Oh, for sure.
Baby boy.
For sure.
Shout out Murray, man.
And that one is set for life, obviously. That's the most famous one, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe, I don't know.
Jania? Or... I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she's, like, the one that he did the music video of her, like, a reenactment of a girl playing her, like, slashing his tires and stuff. Like, it was a music video with the Michael Jackson.
Dirty
Diana?
It was like Dirty Diana. It was a remix to it.
It was a remix to the song, but he changed the name, I think.
But it was like a reenactment of her. I'm pretty sure that was like the girl he was with for a long time.
Yeah, that was the girl that he was with.
He's now with Mayweather's daughter.
But my reaction to that is basically that I feel like due to this current situation for YoungBoy's mom, yeah, she's happy that she has 12 grandkids and they're all under the age of 5. But if he wasn't a famous rapper, I don't think she'd have the same reaction.
Of course not. Of course not.
So,
of course not.
She went to social media to tell the world she's happy for this, but that's good.
Yeah,
but
you
I
know,
think
social media trying to make it seem like it's a crazy thing. But
Yeah.
like, you know, when someone's taken care of like that, you can have when you can afford to have 12 kids, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing for sure.
Facts.
But yeah.
Facts.
He's creating an empire. Like,
as long as he's
you
taking
you
care
never
of
know
it.
what those
Definitely
12 kids
creating
can
an
end up
entire
doing.
empire,
Like
For
20
sure.
years later, those 12 kids could be
If he
one
has-
of those kids out of those
Yeah.
12 could be something
If he
crazy.
has- if he
Well,
has
we know one is a
business-
Mayweather.
Yeah, one's a Mayweather.
Yeah, well, they're
Gonna
I
be
think they're all
boxing.
good because the siblings gonna be like, I'm taking all my siblings to the
Right,
top.
they're all gonna be taking lessons.
Yeah. But
sure,
nah,
for sure.
yeah, definitely. And I think that they're gonna be good, but that's just a crazy story for sure. But that's all we got for Town Talk Tuesdays, y'all. How y'all feeling?
Oh,
Sum it
man.
up, close it out on the
Speaking of
word. How you feeling
Mayweather,
about Russ, man?
There is gonna be a Mayweather gym opening out here in Tacoma. Actually, a customer came into my dispensary. Was like, "Let me get some bud." Told him I liked his hat. It was a Mayweather boxing hat, and he was like, "We're opening a boxing club out in Tacoma. Get
Wow.
your sign up going."
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Shout out Mayweather Boxing.
Wow,
They're,
breaking news.
They're going. No.
Breaking
It's, not even,
news.
it's actually since last year. Crazy thing, like he said, someone from the Kent one that they opened up, came to my bar, dumb faded, of course. It was like, oh yeah, of course, you know, anytime you guys come by, and I'll hook you guys up with a membership and all that.
We gotta
And
get
they just
going.
opened one up in South Center.
Hold
So
on.
Tuckwilla our closest one,
That's
and they're signing people up. It's about $100.
And it's all Mayweather?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mayweather boxing.
It's not
Oh,
him,
so-
but it's his training. You know, his resumes and all that.
So he
stuff.
has 3 locations now?
He probably has multiple in Washington, but
Damn.
yeah, they're everywhere now.
But you know, Benavides gym is in Burien.
Oh, really?
Big cartel money. Ooh, and that's world champ.
Yeah.
That is world champ. Yeah, the whole building is decked out. Like, it's literally in downtown Burien, and it's a boxing gym right next to a whole bunch of restaurants and stuff.
Oh yeah, you can't
Like,
beat that.
you know how
Yeah.
they got like the
I
fireworks
definitely gotta
stands,
tap in on
like,
both of those.
banners and stuff. That's how it is.
I know the Mayweather's one is like $100 a month though, so it's like a real commitment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got
for sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you right though. Shout out Mayweather Boxing.
Man,
That's
shout
dope. I mean,
out.
I haven't heard no other like big boxing gyms in our area, so that's super cool for the area. I'm happy to see it. We have to check it out, y'all, for sure.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
for
think
sure.
boxing gyms like that have been back since MGM Gold. Like, it's crazy.
Facts.
Yeah. How you guys feeling about Wavy Wednesdays? Are we gonna get that going? Who's gonna be
Man,
able to make
yeah,
it?
definitely try to make the Wavy
Yeah, we're
Wednesday.
definitely gonna try to make it, man. Gas prices. We need to talk. We should talk about that little ending segment.
Yeah.
Gas prices a little ridiculous right now.
Yeah, all that oil stuck in the Middle East. And
I don't know what happened.
The Ukraine battle, Ukraine and Russia.
Was it Ukraine? I feel
Russia,
like,
because Russia controls like 1/3 of Europe's oil, and then
and that affects us.
That does affect us a little bit because like we're starting to sell them more oil too, and they're trying to buy it off of us too, and also like the Middle East is responsible for like 50% of everyone's oil, and they're starting to have bad relationships with the U.S., so they're kind of like raising the prices too because they're getting taxed from people that are fighting the war too. Like, oh, they need more oil for the military
The
machines.
war on resources is fucking.
It's crazy.
It's crazy
it's
because
it does affect everyone
because we
It's not
still,
us.
to my knowledge, we still hadn't reached the cap in our oil boom in the Dakotas.
Oh,
Because
really?
when I was at Concordia, that was the first years where they had found that oil boom in North Dakota.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, right now in the U.S. it's pretty tough. Like, we don't got it like that.
But when they broke down of how they drill for it, they hadn't even cracked where, like, it's the mother lode, like how like you just like seen in cartoons where they like hit oil and
And
it's
it
like
spews
spraying
out.
up. Like, they haven't hit that yet, and that was well, now that was like 4 years ago, but they were saying in 5 years ago, 5 years from then, which should be coming up on this next year, where gas prices were going to be dirt cheap because
we're
literally
gonna
they
start pulling out
were
our
gonna
resources.
they were gonna it was gonna be less stress on the machines and everything for them, drilling and stuff.
Lord
and it was
knows we need
basically
it.
galore. So I mean, hopefully
yeah.
it drops soon.
The war on resources.
Yeah,
water.
we got resources here.
all that.
The people are just holding it hostage, as far as the oil companies. They just trying to make the bank for their buck, trying to price match, basically, They feel like they're Franklin and Snowfall.
Man, it's crazy world, man. But that's the state of the Town Talk for this week, man. Town Talk Tuesdays. Close it out.
Man.
Well, once again, this is Lay Bloomer Lou.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jskip, Skip Jones.
Cody Keys, good looking.
Come on, hopefully we get that new Cody Keys music video next week or something.
Sometime
Drop
soon.
that.
Yeah,
We got
we need that.
Town
We need
Talk
that,
music
man.
playlist. Town
Yes,
Talk music
sir.
playlist going up, y'all. Almost 1,000
And
views.
furthermore, before we get out of Town Talk, just a little insert. Got official confirmation on Skip Day 2022, April 29th on Friday.
Come on.
Tap in on Town Talk Tuesdays and Wavy Wednesdays for more updates. And
We
thank
will
y'all
be
for
there.
showing out.
Come
Yes,
on, we
sir.
out, y'all. Gone.